TarletonSports.com webpage. Click on baseball and then click on the schedule. Would love to have you out at Globe Life Park for that one. So the old Intac JTAC rivalry back here at Wisdom Gym. It is Tarleton and Southwestern Adventist. In the tip-off circle for the F&M Bank tip-off, Christian Corion, Jonathan Jackson. Jackson wins it, and Tarleton has it, moving left to right on your radio dial. Down in the right block, Freddie Hicks has it, loses the handle of the ball, goes out of bounds off of Southwestern Adventist. So it's Tarleton State basketball. 19:45 remaining here in the First Financial Bank first half. Hicks on the Legends Country Club inbounds pass in the right block. Guarded by Sativi Fahoko. He'll go to the right wing. A quick three is taken by Trey Gibson, who's a 58% three-point shooter this season, first in the Western Athletic Conference, and that shot's no good off the back iron. It's Knights basketball. Southwestern Adventist has it at 1-4 on the season. Their last game on February 1st. Monday night, they fell to Dallas Christian 70-50, a team that Tarleton beat by 54 in the season opener. Near corner to Corey James takes a three-pointer. That shot is no good for James. He misses on the three. The Knights shoot 37% from behind the three-point line this season. That is first in the NCCAA. Down in the left block, Jonathan Jackson scoreless with 18:56 left in the game. Tarleton State averaging 74 points per game, which is sixth in the Western Athletic Conference, as a left-handed running hook shot is good for Freddie Hicks in the lane. The true freshman out of Searcy, Arkansas, gets the scoring started for Tarleton State, and the Texans lead early 2-0. Casey Hogan with you, Lance McFarland, our producer back at the KTRL studio. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast as Montre Gibson steals the pass that was intended for Corey James, and it's Tarleton State basketball. Tarleton with a +7 turnover margin this season. That's first in the WAC, as driving down the left lane line, Jonathan Jackson Jr. goes up for the shot. He's hacked, and the big man out of Everman High School and Prairie View A&M via Ranger Junior College will go to the line for 2 BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws. 2-0 Tarleton lead, 18 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton State 4-8 on the season. 1-5 in the Western Athletic Conference, as Jackson Jr., a 71% free throw shooter this season, knocks down the first one to give Tarleton the early 3-0 lead. Caleb Golden will check out of the game. Checking in, it is Taj Schmall, the 6'5 junior out of Durham, North Carolina, on the Cross Timbers Orthopedic, called to the bench. Schmall second on the team, averaging 11 points per contest this season, as the second free throw no good. Hicks tried to save it in. Freddie Hicks down on the right block off the miss from Jonathan Jackson Jr., and they threw it into the Knights in the backcourt. Justin Lamb, the point guard, has it. The leading scorer, averaging 18 points per game for head coach Tyler Wooldred. Southwestern Adventist playing Tarleton for the 7th time, as a shot is blocked driving down the right lane line towards the baseline. It is to Corey James, and it's Freddie Hicks that swats away the finger roll layup, and they're going to call a foul on Freddie Hicks. It'll be the first on Tarleton and the first on Hicks, with 18 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. It is Tarleton with an early 3-0 lead. James at the charity stripe. The sophomore out of Houston at 6'1", knocks down the first BrunerAutoFamily.com free throw. The Knights averaging 17 free throw attempts and 12 made free throws this season per game. They're only 68% from the charity stripe this year, as Corey James misses free throw number 2, and it remains a 3-1 Tarleton lead. 17:52 remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton will return to action Tuesday night against McMurray at 6 p.m. here from Wisdom Gym. Is down on the right block. A feed from Gibson to Jonathan Jackson Jr. And down in the far box, Jackson Jr. lost it, went out of bounds, though, off the Knights. It is Tarleton basketball. Stephenville Funeral Home inbounds pass from Taj Schmall. They'll go to the left wing, puts it into the hands of Shakur Daniel with 3 on the shot clock. Daniel to Hicks. Hicks with 1 on the shot clock. Bad pass. Tried to feed it down low on a baseline pass near side to Jackson Jr. It went through the hands of Jackson Jr. and out of bounds. Even if he caught it, it would have been a shot clock violation, as Daniel needed to take the shot there and not pass it. So a turnover against Tarleton State, their first tonight. 17 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton State leads Southwestern Adventist 3-1. Head coach Billy Gillespie talked about some of the injuries and some of the issues Tarleton is facing right now. Is down on the left block. Trapped is Ephraim Viadex. Viadex gets trapped by Gibson and Hicks, and he moves his pivot foot and travels, so a turnover on the Knights. It's Tarleton basketball. Tarleton up 3-1. We know Jonathan Jackson's been battling a non-COVID related illness, but he is out there. Shamir Bogues a little bit banged up. Constantine Dotsinko didn't play against Utah Valley on Saturday night after he hurt his knee on Friday night. So Tarleton a little bit of a mash unit right now, but they should be able to take care of business tonight. As at the left elbow, Taj Small with a spin move takes the jumper from 14 feet, no good, gets his own rebound. Taj Small, the leading rebounder for Tarleton State, averaging 6.5 boards per game. That's 8th in the WAC. At the top of the key, Shakur Daniel with 10 on the shot clock. The junior out of Toronto, Canada, who was the NTJCAC Defensive Player of the Year last year at Ranger Junior College. Here's Gibson with a right wing three-pointer, and he misses now his first 2 threes. Launching a long three, it's Justin Lamb in front of the Tarleton bench. Right wing, Lamb missed off the front iron. So Montre Gibson now 0 of 2 from downtown, the leading three-point shooter in the Western Athletic Conference. Gibson puts it on the floor, feeds it at the right wing to Daniel. Daniel with a pass fake, takes the 15-foot jumper right side. Shot no good, offensive board down low. Freddie Hicks, and he threw up some junk, thinking it was fouled, but they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow favors Southwestern Adventist, so it's Knights basketball with 16 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Harry Galamulame will check into the game for Jonathan Jackson Jr. on the Cross Timbers Orthopedic call to the bench. Casey Hogan with you on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford dealers, as to Corey James in the backcourt on the inbounds pass. A little bit of pressure from Tarleton, but not much. Just man-to-man pressure there. Tried to get it to Ephraim Viadex, and Viadex couldn't bring in an easy pass. So it's a turnover on Viadex. It's already his third. All 3 Knights turnovers have come off the fingertips of Ephraim Viadex. Here's Galamulame with a hot pass, top of the key. Gibson down low, right baseline. Here's Hicks. He slides around along the baseline on the reverse layup. No good, but he's fouled. And the true freshman out of Searcy, Arkansas, will go to the line for 2 BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws after the Texan Restrooms media timeout on the court. With 15:59 remaining in the first half, it's Tarleton 3, Southwestern Adventist 1. Bounce pass to Ethan Reed, and Ethan Reed goes up for the shot, and the basket is good. It's going to be a goaltending call against Tarleton State. 20-7. Tarleton on top here on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford dealers. All broadcast of Tarleton men's basketball this season can be heard on the flagship station of the Tarleton Sports Network, 90.5 FM KTRL in Stephenville, Granbury, and Glen Rose, or worldwide. You can listen to the audio for free, tarletonsports.com/watch. Home games, you can watch the live video. Hello to everyone listening on the WAC Digital Network tonight. In the far corner, here is the LSU transfer, Caleb Starks, with the baseline jumper from 14, no good. But powering through on the boards, Freddie Hicks with the rebound, and he gets it to go on the putback from Freddie Hicks. Hicks having a big night thus far. He's got 9 of the Tarleton 22 points. The Texans lead by 15, 22-7. 10:15 left in the first half. At the left elbow, it's to Corey James. Tried to feed it on the baseline near side to Lamb, the leading scorer, but it was out in front of Lamb. A turnover on the Knights. Their 10th turnover tonight. Tarleton State leads the Western Athletic Conference in steals per game, averaging 10 per contest. They lead the WAC in turnover margin at +7 on the year, and they lead the Western Athletic Conference in three-point shooting percentage at a 41% clip this season. Right now, Tarleton winning the turnover battle 10-5. 10 minutes left in the first half in the mid-block. Here is Freddie Hicks. Releases off the pass, drives down the right lane line, goes up for the shot, and he's hacked. And Freddie Hicks will go back to the charity stripe for the 3rd and 4th time tonight, and the team high 52nd time of the season right here. As Freddie Hicks entered the game, 67% from the charity stripe this season, 33 of 49. So he leads the team in free throw attempts. He's second in made free throws. He's 34 of 52 on the season from the charity stripe. And Freddie gets that one to go. The layup was good. Apparently I can't see tonight. I need to get my glasses on. Where are my glasses at? The layup was good, and Freddie Hicks converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Tarleton up 25-7. Driving down the middle of the lane, Lamb. Fed it on the baseline cut to Ephraim Viadex, but Viadex will be called with a charge. And it's Lamb that's called for the charge. So the charge on Lamb as he drove to the basket, as he passed it to Viadex. It's the first on Lamb and the fifth on Southwestern Adventist. The Knights again out of Keene, Texas. Founded in 1893 as Keene Industrial Academy. Purchase of the property of the school financed by the Seventh-day Adventist. That's who they're affiliated with. Fun fact, during the fall of 2014, they now offer a fire science degree at Southwestern Adventist. Right elbow 19-footer is no good for Caleb Golden, but an offensive rebound, Tarleton. In the right block, Hicks powers through the defender. His putback no good. Another offensive board, Caleb Golden, and Golden gets the putback to go. And Tarleton up by a football score, 27-7. Ironically enough, with the Super Bowl tomorrow night between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who you got? Love to know. Send me a tweet. Let me know. At TSU Casey. I've got the Chiefs by 3. I think it's going to be a good game. Southwestern Adventist at the top of the key. 8:52 left in the first half. They trail 27-7 as Viadex dribbles at the top of the key. Away from the ball, Shakur Daniel is called for the foul. It is his first and the team's fourth. Checking in for Southwestern Adventist, it is Josu Morales, the freshman guard out of Houston, Texas, that checks in for Takori James on the Cross Timbers orthopedic call to the bench. The Knights have it in the front court with 15 on the shot clock, 8:45 remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton up 27-7. They'll return to action against NCAA Division III McMurray Tuesday night at 6 o'clock from Wisdom Gym. At the top of the key into the game, it is Morales, the freshman guard, and he lost the ball, but they'll call a reach-in on Caleb Golden. It's the first on Golden and the fifth on Tarleton. Each team with 5 personal fouls. Tarleton State shooting 60% from the floor. They haven't made a 3 yet. Neither has Southwestern Adventist. Both teams 0 of 2 from downtown. The inbounds pass, Viadex to Morales. Stolen away from Morales by Caleb Golden. And they're going to call a reach-in foul, I think, in the front court on Southwestern Adventist. And they do. It'll go on Josu Morales, the freshman guard out of Houston. It's the 6th on Southwestern Adventist. Tarleton up 27-7. 15 on the shot clock. At the left wing, Caleb Golden, who's made a big impact in the last 3 games. He's averaging 7 points per contest off the bench. Gets his first start tonight as a Texan. 5 on the shot clock. Starks has it down low. Galamulame powers through with a right-handed layup off the glass. Good for the 6'9 junior center out of the Congo and Ranger Junior College, where he started 36 of his 49 appearances for then head coach Billy Clyde Gillespie over at Ranger Junior College. Coach Gillespie was at Ranger Junior College for 4 seasons. He went to the national championship game in 2019. They lost. They were the runner-up in the nation. He was the national coach of the year that year. In the far corner, 7 on the shot clock, Morales. Up top, long three-pointer by Viadex, the freshman, and he hit it from Dublin. So the first three-pointer of the game was made by Ephraim Viadex, the 6'1 guard out of Houston, and Tarleton up 29-10. The left elbow, it's Galamulame, catches the pass from Starks, and Galamulame lost it, but it was a reach-in foul on Josu Morales. First on Morales and the 6th on the team. Leads us to the 3rd Texan Restrooms media timeout of the First Financial Bank first half. The score, Tarleton 29, Southwestern Adventist 10. Back in 1 minute with more Tarleton men's basketball right after this.
Dr. Robert Barbary is committed to offering a wide range of family dental services, including prevention, cosmetic, and restorative procedures.
Sports.com/watch. Back here at Wisdom Gym, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the First Financial Bank first half. Here's the Legends Country Club inbounds pass from Daniel to Small. Back to Daniel, who takes the baseline jumper from the left side, and it is good for Shakur Daniel. So Daniel gets the shot to go, his 6th point of the game on the jumper. Tarleton up 31-10 as we keep with the Super Bowl theme. A nice football score again, 31-10. Anybody got the Chiefs winning 31-10 tomorrow. Driving left side of the lane, it is Ethan Reed, and that should be a charge. Easy call there for the officiating crew tonight. Our officials, Ronnie Hernandez, Mike Ojeda, and Kevin Virginillo. So it's Virginillo, Ojeda, and Hernandez, the officiating crew tonight. Tarleton State in their white home jerseys. Tarleton State in purple block lettering across the chest. 2 purple stripes down the side of that jersey. White shorts with a purple and white Tarleton logo in between the purple stripes down each side. The Knights in those maroon and white jerseys, maroon shorts with white trim. Here's Caleb Golden down on the left block with a feed. It was Starks to Golden. It was Caleb to Caleb. Starks to Golden. Now at the top of the key, Caleb Golden has it. Slashes through traffic. Finger roll layup, no good. Galamulame gets the loose ball, but he lost it out of bounds off Tarleton with 6 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton up 31-10. Coming up next, it's the Tarleton Alumni Association halftime show. We'll take you around the Western Athletic Conference for the Citizens National Bank scoreboard. We'll update you on the WAC standings. There were some great Western Athletic Conference games last night. We'll talk about those. We'll visit with assistant coach Jim Shaw right off the bat. We'll also speak with Associate Athletic Director for Compliance and Student Success, Eric Heyer, for our halftime interview. Here's Ethan Reed in the right block. This young man went down, and he's in pain. It didn't look like there was a lot of contact. It was a non-contact injury, and it looks like hopefully he's going to be okay as Galamulame helps that young man up. Tarleton up 31-10. Between Tarleton and Southwestern Adventist, the non-conference matchup. Tarleton 3-0 against non-Division I teams this season. They were 0-8 against Division I teams heading into the game a week ago at the UCCU Center in Orem, Utah. And Tarleton picked up their first Western Athletic Conference win in school history and their first win against a Division I opponent this season as well. Tarleton up 31-10. Inbounds pass. It's still Knights basketball. Beautiful feed to Fahoko, and Fahoko takes it in for the finger roll layup to get an easy bucket for Southwestern Adventist University. The Knights out of Keene, Texas. Tarleton up 31-12. High at the arc, Daniel swings it left side to Caleb Starks. Starks to Golden. Back to the other Caleb. Starks to Starks. A lot of Caleb to Caleb. Now Starks in the high post, Hicks. Hicks kicks it out, right wing Daniel on the catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound Galamulame. Went through about 4 different players' fingertips and out of bounds off of Tarleton State's Freddie Hicks. So it's Southwestern Adventist basketball. Tarleton up 31-12. As checking in for the Knights, it is Kyle Barrow, the sophomore guard out of Clinton, Maryland. Barrow checks in, checking out. It is Ephraim Viadex on the Cross Timbers Orthopedic call to the bench. Sativi Fahoko will throw it in the backcourt to Viadex. Leading scorer for the Knights is Viadex with 5. Reed, the big man, has 4. Freddie Hicks has 12 of the 31 Tarleton points. Shakur Daniel has 6. Here's a left wing 3 that's an air ball for Takori James, the sophomore forward. Tarleton has it on the fast break. Top of the key, here's Daniel, who leads the team with 33 assists, just 18 turnovers. He'll go to Starks. Starks down low to Galamulame, who lost the ball. There's a fight for the basketball. Freddie Hicks has it. He gets tied up with Kyle Barrow. Jump ball and possession arrow favors Tarleton. Remains Texan basketball. Tarleton State tennis had a couple games this weekend, as there's a 30-second timeout on the court. We'll go ahead and keep it here with 5:12 left in the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton 31, Southwestern Adventist 12. Tarleton tennis faced 11 a.m. start out at the tennis complex. So you can catch Tarleton tennis at 11 o'clock against SFA, and then Tarleton football against McNeese next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Back here at Wisdom Gymnasium, Tarleton up 31-12. The Texans have it out of the 32nd timeout called by Southwestern Adventist. 2 on the shot clock. Hicks has it. 14-footer left block, no good. Offensive board, Galamulame, spin move to get around Fahoko, and he gets the shot to go. Off the offensive board, Tarleton State has struggled on the offensive boards this season. Just 8.6 offensive boards per game. 8th out of 9th in the WAC. Tarleton up 33-12. They've led by as many as 22. Right now they lead by 21. At the right wing, in front of the Tarleton bench, Kyle Barrow. They'll blow a whistle and call a foul on Tarleton here. The 6th Tarleton turnover. See what the call is here, folks. I like when I'm on the road because I got Ryan Cox on the broadcast, and when I'm looking at my spotting chart or the stat sheet. It was a kickball. So Ryan comes in with the assist, even though he's not on the broadcast. He left me to stat the game. I don't know what it's going to take to get that guy to do full-time color analyst. Kickball, Tarleton, Southwestern Adventist basketball. Legends Country Club inbounds pass. Ephraim Viadex gives to Justin Lamb. Now at the top of the key to Corey James. Dribbling between his legs. James trying to find a cutting. The junior, the baseline right to left, but it was out in front of Fajoko. Bad pass by James. Turnover against the Knights. Their 14th turnover tonight. Tarleton +9 in the turnover column. Tarleton out rebounding the Knights 14-7. Those are two of our First Baptist Church of Stephenville keys to the game. You have to decimate the Knights on the boards with your size advantage, and you have to win the turnover battle. Tarleton State forced 38 turnovers against Dallas Christian, a school record in the season opener on November 25th. So they can do that against NCCAA opponents. 10 on the shot clock at the right elbow. Hicks catches it off the feed from Daniel. Hicks back to Daniel. Went over Shakur's head, and Shaq couldn't get to it. Out of bounds. Turnover against Tarleton State leads us to a Texan Septic media timeout on the court. With 3:56 remaining in the first half, it's Southwestern Adventist 33. Or excuse me, Tarleton 30. So at the line for the 1-and-1, it is Justin Lamb. Lamb, the sophomore guard out of Huntsville, knocks down the first free throw. Taj Small will check into the game for Caleb Starks on the Cross Timbers Orthopedic call to the bench. Tarleton up 35-13 with 3:15 remaining in the First Financial Bank first half. Here's Lamb at the line. Second free throw on its way, and it is good for Justin Lamb. Leading scorer for the Knights, averaging 18 points per game this season. Lamb, an 83% free throw shooter. His first points of the night. Tarleton up by 21. As losing it in the far corner off the feed from Daniel, it was Taj Small who couldn't get to it. So Tarleton playing a little sloppy right now, folks. 7 turnovers already. They forced the Knights into 16. Tarleton winning the points off turnover battle 17-6. And then Freddie Hicks steals it away in the front court. Feeds it down low to Golden. Takes it to the hoop. Right-handed dunk is good for Golden, the freshman out of Austin, Texas. Caleb Golden making an impact in his 4th game as a Texan. A pass high on the key Fajoko tried to feed it down low to James. Went off the foot of James. Tarleton basketball. Fast break. Here's Taj Small off the left wing. Drives across the lane. Takes it towards the baseline. Tried to go reverse layup. Tried to go finger roll layup. The shot was rejected, and there's going to be a foul called on Southwestern Adventist. 9th foul on the Knights tonight with 2:36 left in the first half, as Small at the charity stripe on the season, an 82% free throw shooter. 3rd on the team, so Small, a very good free throw shooter. Played last year at Troy University. Started 14 games, appeared in 29 contests, averaging 4.6 points per game, as Small gets both BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws to go. And Tarleton leads by 25. It's a 25-point Tarleton State lead. Small at the left wing. Feeds it at the free throw line to Golden. Lob pass down low to Hicks on the catch and shoot. Knocks down the 2-footer right baseline. And Hicks gives Tarleton a 41-14 lead. And then Tarleton steals away the inbounds pass. Dyer's pass is stolen away by Tarleton State's Shakur Daniel. Daniel has it at the left wing with 2:05 left in the first half. 10 on the shot clock. Tarleton up 41-14. This is their largest lead of the game. Down low, driving to the hoop. It is Hicks. And as he went up for the shot, he was fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws. The foul on Sativi Fajoko. It's the team's 10th, so Tarleton in the double bonus the rest of the way. It's a 6-0 Tarleton run over the last 50 seconds, as the first BrunerAutoFamily.com free throw is good for Freddie Hicks, who's now been to the line this season a team high 54 times. Hicks has 14. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound down on the left baseline. The putback shot from 5 feet for Taj Small is in and out. Rolls out of bounds off Tarleton. So unfortunate break for Taj Small, who's now 1 of 3 from the field. Tarleton up 42-14. Now the inbounds pass stolen away by Small. This is just too easy. Small gets the putback to go, and he was fouled. So an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play here for Small, the junior guard out of Durham, North Carolina, who played his freshman year at Moberly Area Community College, where he averaged 14 points and 6 boards per game. Kyle Barrow will check into the game. Checking out Justin Lamb on the Cross Timbers Orthopedic. Call to the bench. Tarleton up by 30. Make it 31 as the old-fashioned three-point play is completed. Small gets the free throw to go. Taj Small has 7 points. Shaq Daniel has 8. Harry Galamulame has 8. And Tarleton up 45-14. Speaking of Harry, steals away the pass from Barrow at the timeline, and Harry goes coast to coast and dunks it home. Galamulame with 10 points. Tarleton up 47-14, and they steal it away again. This is getting hard to call with this many steals in the backcourt. This time Small picks it away and gets the putback to go. And another steal. What the heck is going on? Taj Small steals it again. Putback rolls out, but he's hacked and he'll go to the charity stripe. I don't know if I've ever seen this many steals on inbounds passes before in my life. Tarleton on a 14-0 run as the Knights have turned it over 8 times in the last 1 minute and 43 seconds. Small, an 82% free throw shooter, missed the first BrunerAutoFamily.com free throw. Joey Madimba, the 6'5 freshman out of Mansfield Timberview, will check in for Harry Galamulame, who goes to the bench with 10 points and 4 boards, the second leading scorer on the team. Harry's career high at Tarleton, 14 against Arlington Baptist on December 9th. The second BrunerAutoFamily.com free throw is good for Taj Small. Tarleton up 50-14. Bad transition defense by Tarleton as Hutchison tried to go to Dyer. Dyer couldn't get the short layup to go. And it was Jaden Hutchinson, not Dyer. Hutchinson couldn't get the layup to go. Tarleton basketball up 50-14, their largest lead of the ball game. Near corner, three-pointer taken by Small. Missed it, left it short. Off the right iron. Long rebound for the Knights, Kyle Barrow. Outlet pass will go to Hutchinson. Hutchinson left side of the lane, can't get the layup to go. Tarleton basketball with 45 seconds left in the first half. The Texans lead 50-14. Tarleton Alumni Association halftime show coming up next. We'll talk right off the bat with assistant coach Jim Shaw. As a 14-foot shot, no good for Small in the lane. Long rebound off the back iron, secured for the Knights by Barrow. Barrow wants to bring it on the fast break. Trapped at the right elbow, nowhere to go. He'll hand it to the backup point guard, Fajoko. Fajoko feeding right wing, wide open Dyer on a three-pointer. That is an air ball. As Marcus Dyer, the sophomore guard out of Bowie, Maryland, couldn't get the three-pointer to go. On the season, just 11% from behind the three-point line, as a 19-footer near side from Medimba is no good. Rebound, Tarleton State's Freddie Hicks, but they'll call a foul here against Tarleton. I think it's going to be on Freddie. Harry Galamulame checks back in for Tarleton State for Joey Medimba, who comes out of the game immediately after a 19-footer that he missed early in the shot clock. So Billy Gillespie's going to take Medimba out of the game. 7 seconds left in the first half. Turnover on Hicks, not a foul. Tarleton State steals it away. Golden has it. They'll give it to Tosh Small, who tried a one-handed three-pointer off a pass behind him from Galamulame, and Small couldn't get it off in time. And that's going to do it, folks, for the First Financial Bank first half. Tarleton State leads Southwestern Adventist 50-14. Here from Wisdom Gym in Stephenville, Texas. This is the Tarleton Alumni Association halftime show. Time now for our halftime interview presented by the Huckabee Inspection Group with assistant coach Jim Shaw. Coach, your team up 50-14. Even though you had a 36-point lead, did it look like y'all were flat at times? Had Utah Valley and Chicago State was canceled. Grand Canyon and UT Rio Grande Valley was canceled. California Baptist beat New Mexico State 85-75, and Dixie State beat Seattle 77-76. That's the Citizens National Bank scoreboard. It's Southwestern Adventist basketball out of the timeout with 50-16 lead now as the Knights hit a jumper. The jumper to Corey James was good to cut this to a 34-point lead. Tarleton State has it, moving right to left on your radio dial as Caleb Golden missed a jumper. He's now 2 of 5 from the field. The Knights get it. The rebound by Fajoko. And then in the front court, it's going to be a turnover against Corion. Christian Corion, the 6'6 center out of Houston, is called for the turnover. It's Tarleton basketball. 26 turnover tonight. I believe 38 turnovers is the school record. Tarleton did that in the opener against Dallas Christian. It was a record that held for like 40 years. Tarleton 12 away from tying that record is. The Knights have turned it over 26 times. Tarleton State basketball at the left wing, Tosh Small. Down at the short corner to Galamulame. Back to Small, who swings it right side into the hands of Golden, the freshman. Up top they go on a shot fake. Small drives in the lane, whistle blown, and they're going to call a charge against Tosh Small. It'll be his first and the first foul on either team here in the Techstar Ford Lincoln second half. Tarleton up 50-16. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast of Tarleton men's basketball on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford dealers. Tarleton women's basketball 4-12 on the season, 0-6 in the Western Athletic Conference. Coach Wilson's team will return to action 1 week from today, Saturday, February 13th at Chicago State, Chicago, Illinois, a 1 o'clock tip-off. You can hear all women's basketball broadcast on 100.7 FM KXTR and worldwide at tarletonsports.com/watch. Near corner, three-pointer, Viadex, no good. Tarleton State gets the rebound. Shaq Daniel with his 4th rebound of the game. He'll go to Golden. Golden will drive towards the hoop, and the ball went out of bounds off of Southwestern Adventist. So 18:34 on the game clock here in the Techstar Ford Lincoln second half. 24 on the shot clock. Stephenville Funeral Home inbounds pass from Shaq Daniel. The left wing to Tosh Small. Up top, Golden, who's open for the 3, but early in the shot clock, they'll run the offense here. Tarleton leading by 34. They've led by as many as 36. That was the lead at half for Tarleton State. Golden right wing. Bullet pass down on the block. Galamulame goes up and over. Fajoko at 6'1" for an easy bucket to give Tarleton a 36-point lead, tying their largest lead tonight. The Knights at the free throw line. Corion swings it at the wing. James, right side three-pointer is no good off the back iron. Rebound, Galamulame with his 5th rebound of the night. He ties Freddie Hicks for the most rebounds in this game. Here's Small at the right wing. Top of the key, Shaq Daniel. Trying to keep up with this game is like trying to keep up with two toddlers at the same time. It's pretty tough. This game's been a little sloppy. As down low, Jackson Jr. gets the feed from Daniel and gets the reverse layup to go. So Jackson Jr. out of Everman High School, really I thought should have been co-WAC Player of the Week last week, as he had a career-high 18 points in the loss on Friday at Utah Valley, and then he had 16 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks on the win on Saturday in Orem, Utah. Tarleton up 54-16. Dribbling at the free throw line, Viadex. He'll feed it in the far corner in front of the Knights bench to Lamb, the leading scorer out of Huntsville, Alabama, who averages 18 points per game, and there's going to be a reach-in foul on Taj Small. It's his second and the team's second. 17 minutes and 12 seconds left in this one. Tarleton up 54-16. You can sit back in your seat and relax in this one, folks, as Tarleton almost lost it. No, they stole it away. In the far corner, they steal it away. It's Taj Small who picks it away from Fajoko. Now a fast break as Golden gets the pass from Small, takes it down the left lane line, banks it in for an easy bucket. Caleb Golden has 6 points for Tarleton State. They're up now 56-16. 40-point lead, their largest of the game. Tarleton has won the first 6 meetings against the Knights in this series that dates back to November 22nd, 1995 by an average of 60 points a game. There's turnover number 28 as the Knights turn it over. On the fast break, the feed from Shaq Daniel down low to Harry Galamulame. Galamulame couldn't get the basketball, but he was fouled underneath the basket. They call the foul on Sativi Fajoko. It is the first on the team and the third on Fajoko. So at the line, Harry Galamulame, the 6'9 junior center out of Kinshasa, the Congo, and Ranger Junior College, as he missed the first free throw. He's now 4 of 11 from the charity stripe this season. Harry played for Vieira y Clavicio and Sic El Castillo in Spain for 4 years, 2 different high schools. Then he played for Real Madrid. Played with Luka Doncic for Real Madrid from 2015 to 2018. So I think Luka follows Harry on Twitter. How cool is that? At the right block, pass goes from Lamb to Viadex. Viadex couldn't finish at the left side. Tarleton State basketball. Texans push it up the court. 15-footer, short corner, far side, Golden. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, tipped out. Galamulame. Small picks it up and takes it casually to the hoop for a bucket. Tarleton State up 58-16. 42-point lead as Southwestern Adventist shooting 6 of 18 from the field. Tarleton 24 of 43 from the field. Tarleton's taken 25 more shots than the Knights in this game. With 10 on the shot clock, driving from the right side of the arc, Lamb, as he went towards the baseline, he lost it and he picked it back up. And I think they call a jump ball here. It'll be Knights basketball. I think they already moved the arrow, that's why. So a timeout on the court presented by Texan Restrooms. 15:46 left in the ball game. It's Tarleton 58, Southwestern Adventist 16. Back in 1 minute on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford dealers. Has 8. So Taj Small is just 2 steals away from tying a school record that is held for 26 years. Tarleton has it with 15:35 left in the game. At the right side of the circle in front of head coach Billy Clyde Gillespie, the 12-time coach of the year, it is Taj Small, takes the 3, and Tarleton finally buries a 3-ball in this one. Tarleton State started 0 of 5 from downtown, but they hit a 3 there, and they're up 61-16. As the pass high at the key, Corion tries to catch a cutting Lamb across the baseline. It went out of bounds. Last touch by Tarleton, so it's Southwestern Adventist basketball with 15:14 left in the game. Think about that, folks. Tarleton State leads by 45 points, and they're just 1 of 5 from behind the arc. They didn't hit a 3-pointer until the 15:30 mark. Here's a steal. Caleb Golden at the timeline. Takes it to the hoop, and he missed on the dunk. Left the dunk short, and Billy Clyde Gillespie is shaking his head. If you can't get the dunk to go, you got to lay it up in transition. I know that's easier said than done for a guy that got cut from his 8th grade basketball team to try to lecture somebody on basketball, but I can tell you head coach Billy Gillespie not happy that Golden missed the dunk. And how about that? Tarleton State leads by 45 points, and the coach is still over there coaching like they trail by 14 points or whatever you want to say it is. 14:59 left in the ball game. Tarleton up 61-16. The next broadcast of Tarleton Athletics here on the Tarleton Sports Network will be Tuesday night as McMurray comes to town to take on Billy Gillespie's squad at 6 p.m. tip-off. 5:30 National Farm Life countdown to tip-off here on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford Dealers. That game was added earlier last week. Driving right now on the right lane line to Corey James off the inbounds pass. Nice pass from Viadex, who gets James, and James takes it in for a finger roll layup to give the Knights their 18th point of the night. Tarleton up 61-18. Again, Tarleton football will get things kicked off next Saturday at 6 o'clock as Small feeds it near corner. Jonathan Jackson drives the baseline. Reverse layup off the glass for Jackson Jr. goes. And the Texans up 63-18 as Jackson Jr. has 5 points in 9 minutes. We know that Jackson Jr. has been battling a non-COVID related illness, and so he hasn't played a lot of minutes tonight. As pulling up for the short corner jumper near side is Hamilton. It's Josiah Hazelton, pardon me. Hazelton gets the jumper to go. Short shot in the lane for Tarleton. Caleb Golden, no good. Gets his own offensive board, and Golden with the putback is on the money this time. Caleb Golden with his 8th point of the game, and the Texans up 65-20 over Southwestern Adventist out of Keene, Texas. Their president is Kenneth Shaw. They're 6 miles northeast of Cleburne. I said Waxahachie earlier. Keene's 6 miles northeast of Cleburne as Tarleton State inbound the pass, saving it in for the Knights as they missed it on an air ball 3. And I think that Tarleton might have touched it. Yep, it stays with Southwestern Adventist. Checking in for the Texans, Kadarius Baggett, the 6'1 sophomore out of Altheimer, Arkansas. Will check in for Caleb Golden on the Cross Timbers orthopedic call to the bench. You'll see Billy Gillespie use his bench in this game with this big of a lead, up by 45. And you've got some players that are battling non-COVID related illnesses and some physical injuries as well. You need to get your starters and key bench players some rest in this game. Driving to the hoop, Fajico feeds it in the near corner. Nice pass as catching it is Corion, but he missed on a 16-footer near side. Rebound, Tarleton State, Shaq Daniel, the junior out of Toronto, Canada, to Baggett, top of the key. Baggett at the right wing to Taj Small. Small will feed it down low to Galamulame. He says, I'll take it to the hoop easily. It's going to be the 14th point tonight for Galamulame. He's using his body and his size at 6'9". He's catching these passes, and it's just as easy as playing schoolyard ball with your undersized buddy who lives across the street. That was me when I was a kid. And Galamulame making it look easy is checking out of the game for the Knights. Christian Corion to Corey James will check in on the Cross Timbers orthopedic call to the bench. 67-20, Tarleton on top with 13:05 left in the game. A Texan septic timeout on the court. Back in 1 minute on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by Murray comes to town on Tuesday night for a 6 o'clock tip-off. At the right wing, it's Reed. Reed nowhere to go off the inbounds pass. Feeds it down low. Pretty pass to Fajoko, who couldn't finish on the short layup. You got to give Reed credit there. That was a great pass in traffic. Here's Baggett on the other end for Tarleton State. Baggett will go down on the nearest corner as Jonathan Jackson Jr. tried for the dunk. He misses on the dunk. Offensive rebound. Baggett takes it to the glass for 2. Kadarius Baggett, welcome to the game. Baggett, the junior out of Altheimer, Arkansas, and Ranger Junior College with his 17th point of the season. 12:25 left in this one. Tarleton up 69-20. This is their largest lead tonight. Reed at the top of the key. Goes to Fajoko. Fajoko at the free throw line, nowhere to go. Left side of the arc, he gives to Lamb, the leading scorer, and Lamb threw it away. Trying to find Reed in the far corner, but it went out of bounds off of the Knights. That's their 31st turnover tonight. Just 9 Tarleton turnovers. The Texans lead by 49. The school record for most turnovers forced in a game was 38. That happened this year, the first game of the year. It was 36. They forced 36 turnovers against Dallas Baptist in 1978. Then Tarleton forced 38 this year on November 25th, 2020 in the season opener, the 103-48 win against Dallas Christian. So you've got a couple records that are in the vicinity of being broken, the most turnovers forced in a game, and then Taj Small just a minute ago was 2 steals away, still 2 steals away from tying the 26-year-old record that Chris Brown holds as Tarleton has it. Here's Baggett cutting to the hoop. Baggett gets around 2 defenders and gets the short shot to go. Count it for Baggett. The Texans up 71-20. Down low, it's Fehoko. Fehoko will feed it. Nowhere to go. He was trapped. Here's Viadex. Viadex now back to Fehoko. Fehoko drives the baseline. Reverse layup on the money for Fehoko. And it's a 71-22 Tarleton lead. The Texans have scored over 100 points in 5 of the 6 meetings against the Knights. Tarleton up 71-22 as Madimba with a pretty pass down low to Harry Galamulame gets the easy bucket off the feed from Madimba. Galamulame has 16 points and Tarleton stayed up 73-22. The Texans lead by 51. High at the arc to Corey James. James 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting from the field. He lost the basketball, went high into the sky, and it looked like almost a lob pass. Trying to go up for it is Madimba, who has Ethan Reed next to him, and it went off of Madimba and out of bounds off of Tarleton. So with 11 minutes and 1 second remaining in the 13th game of the 2020-2021 season, it's Tarleton 73, Southwestern Adventist 22. Back in 1 minute on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford Dealers.
Is Bob. Bob had an emergency and went to the hospital where he was told to wait and fill out paperwork. So he waited and filled out paperwork and checked his emails and talked to his mother on the phone and got coughed on as he waited and waited and waited before he ever saw a doctor. If he had gone to SharePoint, like Gary, he would have seen a doctor in 5 minutes. Don't be like Bob. Go to the ER at SharePoint Emergency Center.
Instagram and Twitter by searching at Tarleton Sports. Again, follow at Tarleton Sports on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay up to date on Tarleton athletics. That's the best way in today's world, especially in this COVID-19 environment where Tarleton on the men's side has had 13 games either postponed or canceled this year, if you count the 2 games next weekend that were supposed to be played against Chicago State. As in the backcourt, losing it is Kyle Barrow for the Knights. So turnover number 32. Committed by Southwestern Adventist. Tarleton State basketball. They lead by 51. Their largest lead tonight. Shuffling it from left to right on the arc. It's Taj Small. He'll go to Shaq Daniel to Baggett. Baggett puts it on the floor. 2-3 zone look defensively for the Knights. Baggett down on the mid post. Here's a short scoop shot. No good for Galamulame. Harry gets his own rebound. This time with the right hand. Gets the shot to go. Galamulame with 18 points. Pardon me, 16 points for Harry. Tarleton up 75-22, stopping and popping from 17 feet. Left elbow, the shot no good for Fehoko. Tarleton basketball. Rebound by Taj Small, his team high 8th board of the game. The Texans up by, I can't even keep counting anymore, 53, whatever it is. I swear I made a C in algebra. Here's a 19-footer on the straightaway, no good for Shaq Daniel. Offensive board, Baggett. Baggett feeds it at the free throw line to Harry Galamulame, who takes a 15-foot straightaway jumper. You don't see that a lot. Missed off the back iron. It's Knights basketball. Tarleton up 75-22 as Madimba pokes it away from Fehoko. Picking it up for the Knights, it is Viadex with 19 on the shot clock. Viadex to Reed, pulls up with his foot on the three-point line, and it's a long two-pointer that's good from the right side for Ethan Reed, the 6'4 center out of Springdale, Arkansas. Reed has 6 points. He's their leading scorer now. 5 points for Viadex, 5 points for James. Down low, Baggett couldn't get the shot to go, gets the offensive board, throws it to Madimba at the right elbow. Joey drives to the hoop. Short shot no good, but Joey was fouled as he falls to the ground. He'll go to the line for 2 BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws. Speaking of the Bruner Auto Family, the Coach Billy Gillespie Show, presented by the Bruner Auto Family, is every Monday at noon. Because of COVID-19 and the regulations imposed by the, rightfully so, by the NCAA in the Western Athletic Conference, the coaches' shows are held in studio this year. Good news is you can watch the Billy Gillespie Show every Monday at noon for free worldwide at tarletonsports.com/watch. You can also listen here on the radio, 90.5 FM KTRL in Stephenville, Granbury, and Glen Rose, the flagship station of the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford Dealers. Here's Joey Madimba at the line, 4 for 6 from the stripe this season. He misses the first one. Medimba gets the second free throw to go, so Joey has his first point tonight. The freshman out of Mansfield Timberview, his 19th point of the season. And the Texans up 76-24. And then stealing it away from Viadex, it's Kadarius Baggett who goes to the hoop. No shot, no good, but he was fouled. So the junior out of Altimer, Arkansas will go to the charity stripe. Tarleton State has been to the line now 20 and 21 times. How about that? These will be free throw attempts number 20 and 21. So the foul was called on Fehoko. It is his fourth and the team's third. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the Techstar Ford Lincoln second half as Baggett missed on the first BrennerAutoFamily.com free throw. He's now 2 of 5 from the charity stripe this season. Second free throw on its way, and it's good for Baggett. Harry Galamulame with a season-high 18 points now. He's tied his career high with 6 rebounds. So a career-high 18 points for Galamulame. Tarleton up 77-24, and they get another steal. My goodness, Baggett steals it away. Scoop past Medimo, who had the ball stripped away in the lane by Hazelton. But Tarleton picks it up, top of the key, Shaq Daniel. Shaq Daniel goes at the free throw line to Baggett, and Baggett threw it away. It was tipped away by Morales, and Morales coast to coast, and then Southwestern Adventist lost it. It went out of bounds off the Knights. It's Tarleton basketball with 8:40 left in the game, and Billy Clyde Gillespie will empty the bench here. Javante Hopkins will check in for Kadarius Baggett on the Cross Timbers orthopedic substitution. So right now, Taj Small has 15 points, 8 steals, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. That is an insane stat line. Tarleton has never in school history had a triple-double, much less a quadruple-double. Wow. Taj Small having a heck of a night. Texans have it with 15 on the shot clock. At the left side of the arc, Starks puts it on the floor, dribbles top of the key. Quick pass at the left wing to Shaq Daniel. Daniel with a right-handed dribble. Swing pass right side. Here's Golden. Drives to the hoop, and his shot is good. It's Caleb Starks. Sorry, I keep getting the Caleb's mixed up. That was Starks, number 20. Caleb Golden's number 10. Starks gets the bucket to go. He's got 4 points. Tarleton up 79-24 on the Tarleton T logo. Hello, Shaq, as he crashes into the scorer's table at the Tarleton logo. Losing it for Southwestern Adventist, it was Viadex, and you saw Shaq Daniel try to save it in and came to the scorer's tables, but it stays Knights basketball with 8 minutes and 1 second remaining in this one. 79-24, Tarleton with a comfortable lead, to say the least. Dribbling at the right wing, it's Morales. He'll feed it in the near corner to Corion. Corion down low, nice pass. Open is Fehoko, but he couldn't finish on the short baseline layup. And then Medimba rejects the shot from Viadex, but Viadex gets the offensive board. Now a three-pointer. It went off the top left corner of the backboard and almost went in. You don't see that a lot. As Viadex missed the three, and now Javante Hopkins takes a three-pointer in front of the Tarleton bench. It went off the back iron and then hit the shot clock out of bounds off Tarleton State. Texan Septic Media timeout on the court with 7:32 left in this one. It's Tarleton 79, Southwestern Adventist 24. Back in 1 minute on the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford Dealers.
Dr. Robert Barbary.
They win 76% of their games in this historic facility. It opened up in 1972 on the campus of Tarleton. Short corner with the basketball on the baseline. Corion, nowhere to go. Feeds it top of the key to Viadex. Viadex in the left block to Fehoko. Fehoko back to Viadex, who takes the three-pointer. Right wing, shot no good, but an offensive rebound secured by Corion. That's back-to-back offensive boards on consecutive possessions for the Knights, as that should be a travel. It's a shot clock violation on Viadex, as he couldn't get the shot up from the right elbow. And a shot clock violation. Turnover number 36. That might be 37, actually. So we're 2 away from tying a school record. 36 turnovers Tarleton's forced in this game. The school record 38 against Dallas Christian in the season opener. Galamulame, that's just too easy. Off the feed. Galamulame gets the short shot to go off the feed from Caleb Starks. And Galamulame has 20 points, his first 20-point game as a Texan. And Medimba picks up the loose ball, turning it over. It's Viadex. Medimba will go in the front court. Starks, who takes it down the left lane line for the easy deuce. So Caleb Starks with 6 points. Tarleton up 83-24. Starks, the LSU transfer. Quick three, Morales, right wing. Grazes the front iron. The shot no good as the Knights now 1 of 10 from behind the three-point line. Tarleton 1 of 6 from downtown. Texans shooting 56% from the field. Southwestern Adventist 33% from the field. Tarleton's been to the charity stripe 17 more times than the Knights. 3 Tarleton players have been to the line at least 10 times in this game. In Taj Small, Caleb Golden. I was reading the field goal, sorry folks. That Golden's 4 of 10 from the field, Small's 5 of 10 from the field. Hicks has been to the line 5 times. Taj Small's been to the line 6 times. A Tarleton turnover. The Texans' 11th turnover of the game, and that's not going to please Billy Clyde Gillespie because I had that stat in front of me in the last game. I want to try to find it. Tarleton State, coming into this game, had 8 straight games over 10 turnovers, and that streak breaks as Hopkins gets the steal, takes it coast to coast, and gets the bucket to go. They'll credit Caleb Starks with the steal, pardon me. Hopkins gets his first points of the game. Tarleton up 85-24, and then stealing it away is Caleb Starks, and that ought to tie a school record there. A dunk for the LSU transfer. Starks, he's got 8 points. That's a career high. He came into the game with just 8 points on the season, and he's got 8 points already in this one. Tarleton up 87-24. A short shot, no good for Takori James. Rebound, Tarleton State's Shaq Daniel. Texans bring it up the court with 4:50 left in the game. Tarleton up 87-24. If you haven't bought your tickets for the Tarleton football inaugural Division I game this Saturday at 6 o'clock against McNeese State, buy them now. Tarleton at 50% capacity at Memorial Stadium due to state of Texas regulations. So you better get your ticket now. The game's going to sell out easily at 50% capacity. Left elbow, 15-footer, Shaq Daniel, no good. The board tipped out into the hands of Golden. It's Starks, pardon me, and Starks keeps it alive for Tarleton State. Hopkins, left wing, bounce pass, short corner near side. Driving baseline, Medema. Short shot, no good, but he was fouled with 8 on the shot clock and 4:15 on the game clock. So the freshman, Phil Timberview, will go to the line for the BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws. Casey Hogan with you from Wisdom Gym in Stephenville, Texas. Busy for Tarleton Athletics. You got Tarleton men's basketball back here at Wisdom Gym on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock against McMurray. You've got Tarleton tennis on Friday as they will have their first Division I tennis match. It's against a Division II opponent, but their first home match is a Division I institution. It's UT Permian Basin at 2 o'clock on Friday at the tennis complex, and then Stephen F. Austin on Saturday at 11 a.m. Then Tarleton football on Saturday at 6 p.m. As the free throws no good for Southwestern Adventist, and it's Tarleton State basketball as they keep it alive. As the free throws were no good, it was obviously Medema that missed the second free throw. He made the first one, pardon me. So Tarleton gets the offensive board. They lead 88-24. Medema went 1 of 2 from the charity stripe on that last trip. 2 on the shot clock. Medema three-pointer as he's fouled. The shot no good, but from behind the arc, Medema is fouled, and he will go to the line for 3 BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws. They called the foul on Josu Morales, the sophomore guard out of Houston, Texas, with 3:52 left in the ball game. A Texan Septic media timeout on the court. Tarleton up their largest in the year entering this game, 1-5 in the Western Athletic Conference, coming off that big win a week ago over then 4-0 in the WAC, Utah Valley. That was a big win. Utah Valley was 6-6 overall at the time after beating Tarleton on Friday night in Orem, Utah, 73-60. And then Billy Gillespie's team comes back and wins 70-62 on Saturday, ending the perfect 4-0 record in the Western Athletic Conference for Utah Valley. Is Medema out of the Texan Septic media timeout at the line for 3 BrunerAutoFamily.com free throws. Missed the first one, made the second one, third one on its way, and it's in and out, no good. And then trying to tip it in, almost got it to go. Starks, he gets another offensive board and throws it up over 2 defenders, gets the shot to go. So Caleb Starks has 10 points. He's the 4th Tarleton player in double-figure scoring. How about this? Montre Gibson's only played 11 minutes, and he's scoreless. Gibson came in averaging 16.3 points per game. They haven't needed him tonight. We know Gibson can take over games, folks. He scored over 20 points in 5 games this year, including a team-high 24 points in the win over Utah Valley 1 week ago. Medema called for the foul. It's his first and the team's fourth. As about to check in for Tarleton State, it's Tanner Ford, the freshman out of Grayford, Texas, the hometown of head coach Billy Gillespie. Legends Country Club inbounds pass. It's a bounce pass down low in the low block in the hands of Reed off the feed from Fajoko. Reed couldn't get the short shot to go. Tarleton State basketball. The Texans on a 16-0 run right now over the last 5 minutes and 52 seconds as a timeout called by Tarleton State so they can sub in a player here. As checking in for Shaq Daniel, it is Tanner Ford, and that's probably the final time we'll see Shakur Daniel tonight. Daniel making his 12th start of the season and his 13th appearance as a Texan, and boy, he gets it done in a lot of ways, especially on the defensive end. Tarleton playing keep away with 3:05 left in the game. Here's Starks on the near corner. They'll go to Baggett, who will run the point here for Tarleton State. Pick set by Galamulame. Right wing with a feed to Ford. Back to Baggett. Baggett slips through two defenders and takes it to the hoop for an easy bucket. Kadarius Baggett showing some moves there for Tarleton State. That is 7 points for Baggett in just 6 minutes. And the Texans up 93-24. And by the way, Tarleton State 39 turnovers in this game, which is a new school record. It's the second time this year they've broken that record that held since 1975. Pretty move on the stop and pop. Left side that's good for Viadex as he knocks down the 17-footer, showing some range there. He's now the leading scorer for Southwestern Adventist under head coach Tyler Woolridge. Here's a left wing three-pointer for Ford out of Grayford, Texas. No good. Offensive rebound Starks, but he lost it. It's picked up by the Knights in the backcourt. Across the timeline, Lamb. Short shot, Lamb tried to bank it in high off the glass. No good. Rebound, Galamulame with his career-high 7th rebound to go with the career-high 20 points for Harry. Baggett, left side, Sparks. In the side, he goes on the 19-footer, Medemba. A long two-pointer for Joey Medemba as he knocks it down. Medemba now 1 of 3 from the field, 5 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists for Medemba in 11 minutes. Tarleton up 95-26, folks. Yes, that's correct. They lead by 69 points. Lob pass from the midcourt logo from Fajoko down low with the feed to Reed. Reed couldn't get the shot to go. Pardon me, it was Dyer that missed the shot, so it's Tarleton State basketball. Galamulame with his 8th rebound of the game. Here's Medemba, caught the pass at the right elbow, missed on the short shot, gets the offensive board left baseline, can't get the putback to go. Saving it in for Tarleton, it's Caleb Starks with a nice hustle play there. With 1 minute left in the game, 5 on the shot clock. Starks at that 18-foot line, feeds it near side. Here's Medemba on the short corner jumper, and back-to-back mid-range jumpers for Medemba. I say mid-range, that one was a mid-range. The previous jumper was from 19, and a timeout taken by the head coach for Southwestern Adventist, Tyler Woolridge. It's a substitution timeout as checking in is Alex Rodriguez for Ephraim Viadex. 7 points, the leading scorer of Viadex, and he's probably out for the remainder of this one as they'll empty the benches on both sides. 51 seconds left in the game. Tarleton on top, stopping the 19-foot bullet shot is no good for Reed. Offensive rebound for the Knights. Now at the left wing, it's Fajoko. Fajoko skip pass on the near corner intended for Rodriguez. It went out of bounds off Rodriguez and the Knights. It's Tarleton State University basketball. Tarleton up 97-26. They need 3 more points to hit the 100-point mark for the 6th time against Southwestern Adventist in 7 games. The only time Tarleton didn't score 100 points, I think, was in 2012. They won 98-48, I believe. I don't have the media guide in front of me. As Tarleton misses the short shot, and it's Southwestern Adventist basketball with 20 seconds left in the game, and throwing it away is Alex Rodriguez. A turnover against Southwestern Adventist. They've turned it over 40 times tonight. That school record had held coming into this season since 1978. On November 15th, 1978, Tarleton forced Dallas Baptist into 36 turnovers. They forced Dallas Christian into 38 in the first game this season, and they forced Southwestern Adventist into 41 turnovers. And that's going to do it, folks. Tarleton State beats Southwestern Adventist 97-26. Trying to see what the least amount of points scored by an opponent. It was 19. Dallas Christian scored 19 back in 2007, so Tarleton's not going to break that school record. But a lot of records broken tonight. Tarleton State defeat Southwestern Adventist by a final of